Once upon a time in a bustling city, there lived a woman named Evelyn. She was known for her kindness, her radiant smile, and the way she could make anyone feel special. But as time passed, Evelyn began to feel a shift in her closest relationships. The people she once held dear no longer seemed to value her the way they used to. Messages went unanswered, plans were repeatedly canceled, and the warmth she once received felt like a distant memory. At first, Evelyn tried harder. She reached out more often, made herself available, and even went out of her way to accommodate others. But the harder she tried, the less they seemed to care. She would sit by her phone, waiting for a response that never came, replaying conversations in her mind, wondering where she had gone wrong. One evening, while sitting in her favorite cafe, she overheard a conversation between two strangers. One of them said, "People only value what they fear losing." The words struck a chord deep within her. She realized that she had been giving so much of herself without expecting anything in return. She had made herself too available, too predictable, and in doing so, she had unknowingly allowed others to take her for granted. That night, Evelyn made a decision. She would no longer chase after people who didn't value her. Instead, she would focus on herself. She started setting boundaries, learning to say no when something didn't serve her well. She picked up old hobbies that brought her joy, painting, reading, and long walks in the park. She spent time with people who truly appreciated her presence, and, most importantly, she began to appreciate herself. As days turned into weeks, something remarkable happened. The same people who had once ignored her began to notice her absence. They reached out, asking where she had been, wondering why she was no longer as accessible. But Evelyn had changed. She no longer sought validation from others. She had built a world where she was the priority, where her happiness was not dependent on anyone else's attention. Some of those relationships rekindled, but on her terms. Others faded away, making room for new, meaningful connections. Evelyn had learned a valuable lesson. She didn't need to prove her worth to anyone. Her value was not determined by how much she gave to others, but by how much she valued herself. And so, with a heart full of self-love and a life filled with genuine connections, Evelyn moved forward, never again allowing herself to be taken for granted. She had become the kind of person that people feared losing, not because she played games, but because she knew her worth. The power had always been hers. She had just needed to reclaim it. If you found value in this video, be sure to subscribe to Quotes Tree for more insights into relationships, psychology, and personal growth.